Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you if you're tuning in with me on this Valentine's Day, or if you're watching afterwards, drop me a comment below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell as well. So today I wanted to share with you some tips and tricks for layering stamps. I have an awesome new stamp set here we're going to try out. And then I'm going to show you some ideas for aligning it. If you sometimes struggle with layering stamps, there's a really easy way to align them. And then we've got some cute stencils I thought we could have a play around with as well. So we'll be doing all those things. Hey Lisa, happy Valentine's Day. If you're watching this, it's no longer live. Hop forward to like 2-3 minutes in and we'll dive in. I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to jump in if they are joining us on the live, because it's always fun to see the questions and everything as well. Hey Lola, Jen's here. I'm also going to load it up on my laptops in case I need any links or anything. Hey Linda, happy Valentine's Day everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day with your sweetheart, your significant other, children, yourself, whatever it happens to be. Greg is actually in Virginia. He's in Danville, Virginia, so I'm here on my own with the girls. I did them a really cute Valentine's Day table and things like that earlier when they got home from school. And I had a little Colin the Caterpillar cake. So if anyone's British or has been to England, they'll know what that is. Hey, Bethany. So we had that. And Bethany got little Valentines and Ray got little Valentines. So anyone who was here today also got Valentines. So it was really nice. Okay, so I'm going to push my laptop out of the way, and I have some exciting things to share with you. I have this month's Hedgehog Hollow Box I'm going to share with you, and at the same time I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for stamp layering. So if you are new here, drop us a comment, let us know where you're tuning in from. I have comments on my laptop, so when I flip the camera and you see Mr. Bob Ross in a second. Hey Greg, happy Valentine's Day across the country. So when you do that as well, you'll be able to see all those things too. So in this month's box, we have some awesome goodies. Let me run through them first, and then I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks. So first of all, we have layering blooms. This is the first stamp set that is layered that Bethany and I have designed, or I should say this one Bethany designed. There is one coming out that I have later. Grace says this sucks. So I'm down in a romantic little restaurant all on my own. Aww. Well, I went to Subway with the girls and we got bubble tea. We had lots of fun. So we're going to show you some tips and tricks with this one. But this is the, what did I say it was called? Layering blooms. At the bottom it says, a flower doesn't think of competing with the other flower with the flower next to it. It just blooms. If I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk through my garden forever. So isn't that perfect for Valentine's Day? But you could use it for any occasion, of course, as well. But unboxing it on Valentine's Day is the perfect way to do it. There is also a sentiment stamp set that matches. I'll read them to you because I know back to front's a bit harder, but I'll show you when I flip the camera in a second too. With flowers bloom, so does hope. A kind word is like a spring day. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Never regret anything that made you smile. Create your own sunshine. Train yourself to find the blessings. My goodness. Just bloom. Believe in yourself. And it's also got be you in this script, which I think is kind of cool. Storms make trees take deeper roots. If you have to put up with little rain, you have to put up with a little rain if you want a rainbow. So that one's called Where Flowers Bloom. And then we have a mini set of simple sayings that kind of go with it. And you'll see the theme of this is all about kindness and love and prettiness and spring and all those kinds of things. So these work with the new Simple Sayings dies, which I'm really excited because they should be shipping to us in about 3 days time. And then, so you can cut these out, or you can cut them out with a trimmer. You can see you've got lots and lots of sentiment options on there, and you can line them all up with the die, cut them all out once, or just use your trimmer to cut them out. Then you've also got sending paper hugs. I'm grateful to have you in my life, thinking of you today. My deepest sympathies on your loss, and best wishes and good luck. And then on this one, you've got much bolder ones. Again, you can cut them out with the die. It's happy birthday, thinking of you today. Sending paper hugs, way to go. I'm so proud of you. Just for you, you're the best all around. So they're on there. And you've got the black, of course, and you've got them all on white. Okay. Then you have a gorgeous paper pack. Look at this paper pack. Hey, Alicia. Oh, the whole crew's here. We've got full house tonight. So this paper pack is called Beautiful Tulips. You've got 12 double-sided sheets. Now you'll notice if you get one of our paper packs, they have changed slightly. So I have to remember that they are now 5 inches wide. So you've got lots of width. And then they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches tall. So they're 5 by 8. And the reason is they will fit on your slimline cards and they will fit on your A2 cards. So you've got lots of options with them. So this one is Beautiful Tulips. You have got tulips with scripts across. Isn't this pretty? You have gorgeous tulips. This should be this way up. Look at that. You have got tulips and you've got little nests with birds. You have stripes and you have tulips. Another one. You've got splatters and watercolor tulips. You've got hearts and then tulips with sprigs and other blooms. You have dots and different tulips, and this one has hearts in it. So yes, Alicia's been cutting lots of the papers, but I have to say, I actually cut this paper pack. Alicia hasn't even seen this because I made this one today, so I've been busy doing that. So there's another paper pack. Love how it all coordinates together. Then you've got 2 stencils. So the first one is this lovely tulip like this. Isn't this cute? I love this. Like that one. And then you have a layering tulip set. I'm going to get this right. Just give me a second. I literally just cut this one, so I haven't even picked it yet. I've done something wrong. I might need Bethany's help. This does layer together, doesn't it, Bethany? Oh, I should check the engraving. So if I get the engraving right, then it'll be right. There we go. So you have, yeah, you can see a bit better there. So you have the tulip leaves. Oh, these are the flowers. These are the leaves. I see. There you go. I remember us looking at it earlier. It looks different when it's all in color. So we'll try that out in a second as well. Line up the engraving. That's why we have engravings in them, because if you line up the engravings, they're always right. And then the other thing you're getting in this is something brand new. It's not even released anywhere else yet. We haven't released them in Maker Forte, but I think it's the perfect place to release these first. Kathy says, what is being revealed right now? It's the new Hedgehog Hollow subscription box that comes. So this one will ship on the 1st of March. I had to think about that. I will actually be on an aeroplane that day, but it will ship that day. It'll all be ready to go. So these are called versatile card inserts, like versatile. And they come in a pack of 12. So she writes it on the front for me. And they're really nice. So they're on a 40-pound paper, which, oops, is a really nice thickness of paper. So they're not too thick, they're not too thin. And they're pre-printed with sentiment. So this one, for instance, says, heaven is under our feet as well as over our heads. And they're the right size. Where's a card that I've made? I don't know. I never actually finish a card, so that's quite an achievement. But the idea is, say this is your card. So say this is your card and you open it up. You can see this fits really nicely. You can just put a piece of tape across the top. You could even put temporary adhesive in so you could peel it out. There is something new coming. You'll find out about it at holidays. And so they can go in here, or you can die cut them out and just use them as larger verses. But the idea is that they fit in, and you get each sentiment as a landscape and as a portrait. Oh, you could edge just so that you absolutely could, or you could do like a really light stenciling. So let's have a play with this kit. Let's say hello to Mr. Bob Ross over there. There we go. And we'll pull this up. And I actually tightened the little bolt that's on here. So this might actually work tonight compared to yesterday. I think I got it right. There we go. Okay. So let's start off with the layering set because I want to show you that one first. So I'm going to take some white cardstock here, and I have my Misty. And we're going to take all the pieces out. Now the really nice thing about this stamp set is it's a little bit chunkier, so you can do lots of different things with it. So this will look pretty. Okay, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to use 2 pieces of cardstock because I want to show you a couple of ways to use it. Oh, Alicia got a Bob Ross. I love my little Bob Ross. I don't know where I found him. One day I found him somewhere. So for this first one, I'm going to grab out some fog. Who is joining me tomorrow for Lift Your Spirits? Oh my goodness, we have so much to tell you about tomorrow at Lift Your Spirits. It's going to be a big one. Got all sorts of surprises coming your way. So I'm just using some fog here, and I haven't conditioned my stamp, which I really should have done. But I am going to just stamp out once, and then I'm going to grab a second piece of cardstock and use whatever ink is left. Woo. There we go. So it's kind of harder to see on here, but you do have quite a lot of ink left on here when you see this in person. So I would normally use this one for my next layering tip, and then I would use this one here and color it in with colored pencils or do something like that. So that way you get a 2-for-1. Now, I'm not going to do that on this one because it's really hard for you to see, even though I can see it in person. Some things just don't pick up well on camera as they do in person. So I'm going to use this one just to show you how I do this. Now, there's a couple of ways to do this. I'm going to cheat just a little bit. And I'm going to use a second Misty. You do not have to do that. It just means I don't have to line up the stamp in a minute. So I'm just totally cheating. But you don't need to do that. You can just pull the stamp off and stamp it. So I'm going to go down here. And so I use the really light fog to line up where my layers go. So as I say, normally this would be on the even lighter one. But then I just line up my layer. I'm going to use some Hyde Park. With a smidge of palm tree. And I actually would like just a little spritz of water. And you can decide how much of that you like. But I really, ooh, I didn't do a very good job of that. But you can see like how I got too much ink up here and too much pressure. So not my day for stamping. But we're going to go with it because what you could do, I'll show you a way we'll fix it in a minute. And you'll never know I made a mistake. If you watch the channel regularly, you'll know we do not bleep out our mistakes. Well, 1, we're live, so we can't. But 2, I don't anyway, because I want to show you how to fix them. So that's 1. And now again, I'm using that fog to line up my tulips. And for those, I'm going to do some bubble gum and a flamingo. Bubble gum. Flamingo. Super light touches with the water. And press. And lift. And there you go. It's perfectly layered. And really, really easy. Plus now, because I had everything in the same place, I can just do the same thing. Let's make sure I can get it the right way. let's grab a little bit of, I'm just going to do these all in flamingo because I don't want to have to clean my stamp in between. So now I could stamp out lots and lots of tulips and they would all be in the right place. And then stamp out lots and lots of grass and they would all be in the right place. So this is a really, really good way to make sure everything lines up as well. So it's another way to do it. Okay, so it's a great way for bulk card making to do this as well. Just giving it a quick clean over here. Just a quick clean. Enough that it doesn't, you know, get absolutely everywhere. And then, of course, you can do your outlines. So for this one, I kind of feel like I want to do my outlines in Hyde Park because I think they'll be a really good piece. So we'll take our Hyde Park. We'll see what it looks like, if we like it or not. Oh, I do like that. See, look, that's just the tulip tops and the Hyde Park on the base. And it comes out perfectly. And you can even stamp over again. So if I had the really light fog in here, like I had on the other one, you see, you don't even see the really light fog. But you could also heat emboss if you wanted to. But you can also stamp over the top of fog and it comes up really nicely. And then all I would do is take a grass stencil. I did have one around, but I haven't got one to hand. But I would take a little grass stencil. Ah, here we go. Like this. And we'll cover in our boo-boos. So what I'm going to do is just take this out. If you take that out, your stamp doesn't touch anything, and so you can clean it later. You just put the foam to the side separately. I'm going to grab out a little brush. This is my Hyde Park brush. I'm going to go super light. And so you can start to put that in and it really starts to fade out. You could add a little bit of splatter in here and no one would ever know that you'd made the mistakes once you'd finished all of the stamping and stenciling and whatnot. So, you know, you can just kind of fill that in. So this is the one from the silhouette last month and then you just put that on and it's ready to go. It looks super pretty on there. And then we will trim. Do a little bit of trimming. So 4 inches, actually 3 3/4 even. We're going to have to take a bit off of both sides. And then just to really bring Alicia, do you know of any blending brushes in this craft room? I know where there's one. Let me grab a blending brush. Right here. Hope you didn't just sprint to the bathroom. Okay. Okay, so here is this one here. So I'm going to take some, okay, this clearly had kaleidoscope powder on it. It's a bit darker than I'd liked, but it's okay. I want you to kind of pull down a little bit of blue. As I say, it's a bit bluer than I'd have liked, but it's all good. So that's that. We want some colored cardstock. Oh, why don't we use that gorgeous blue piece we made yesterday? I think Alicia and I need kitchen counter all clean. Well, yeah, I can't get to the kitchen that fast, as you know. I think Alicia and I need a direct video link back and forth to Florida. That's funny. So I'm gonna get this. tulips. On here. Of course, you could also use that beautiful new pattern paper that Bethany designed for you too. And then I'm totally not even scoring this, which I know, I can feel the shame, but now I'm going to use one of the simple sayings. So I'm going to trim this one out because I didn't get my dies out, so that's not going to happen. But of course, you can just trim them with a trimmer too, which makes so easy to do. And I use little guides on my trimmer to get my spacing right. So I'm using, I am so proud of you. And lift that up so you can all see. What we got? A little bit of dimension. I know, Lisa, I really should go and just grab some of the pre-scored ones. But I always get the pre-cut cardstock, or if we cut it slightly wrong, I tend to put it in the craft room. So I'm really lazy and don't do it. So there's I'm so proud of you. Isn't that cute? Love how that came out. It's so easy too. Yes, you could use the bumblebee and things. And then you can take your versatile inserts, which I put down somewhere. There you go. So the idea is you can take this, and I suggest a little bit of tear tape or red tape or something like that. And you can see, like, I'm rushing this one a little bit because I have mummy bedtime and things to do. And obviously, as you know, Greg isn't here, so just doing that. And then you can put that in. You've got, and it just elevates your card. So now you have a little insert in there. As I say, you could do temporary tape too, and then you could have it so people could remove it. But just adding that little insert just makes your card look, you know, really elevates the card you've got, I think. Adds a lot in there. So I love how that came out. Then we've got this one that we haven't done anything with yet. So let's mount that into a card too. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna trim this down a bit. And this time, I'm going to use some of that gorgeous pattern paper in here. I think I'll use this one. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know what we can do. We'll do that, we'll do that. We need a little bit of Eclipse. You all know how much I love my Eclipse cardstock. So again, we'll cut this down. So I'm using my dimensions off the side of my maker's mat here. And then doing the same thing again. I'm just going to trim up these sentiments. I'm going to do a just for you. Right. And I'm going to do a way to go. Oh yeah, Lisa said, who's coming to the crafter party? There are 8 boxes left. And we've even had to like go and scrounge stuff to try and make a few more. So if you want to come, I put the link in the description below, jointhecrafterparty.com. So let's pick this one. A little bit of foam tape. And then we'll do the same, but I'm going to use that lemon piece I cut down. Where did I put it? Here it is. And then I'm going to do the just for you. Like this. Yay, Karen's first one. I can't wait to see what you think. Lots of you signed up. I'm putting the do not disturb crafter party in session. We should put a sign in the boxes, Bethany, that says that. I'm going to put this roughly in the center. Okay, so there's my card bases done, or my card fronts, I should say. And then this time, I'm going to do that one. And we'll do that one. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 inserts. One I'm just going to leave plain, and then I thought, actually we'll do them both. Why not? So what I thought was I could grab the stencils out that come in the kit. So for this one, I'm really going to go super, super light. So this is just that leftover ink. I haven't added anything. Can you just see? It's really delicate in the background there, but you can see it's just enough to add that little bit of detail. So when you open up the card, it's not completely plain. So that one's going to go with that. And then this one, let's do the green first. I did have a brush. Here it is. This has got Hyde Park on it, so I'm just going to go with it. There's a couple of bits I didn't pick out yet. I told you I literally just lasered these before I went live, so there's a couple of bits in it we have to. This is what we do, is we sit and pick all the bits out, so you don't have to do that. I'm just going to go with it. Yours will obviously have all the bits picked out of it. So I've added the green. Now I want a little bit of bubble gum. So I'm just going to figure out, I think that's about right. Woo! It was about right. There it goes. Out there. And I'm going to rub off lots of the bubble gum on the side before I put it on here. And then again, you've just got that little bit of tulips in the background there. So it doesn't have to be anything super bright and fast. Of course, they will make beautiful focal points. And I know the design team will make some awesome cards. Because when you get this kit, you also get lots and lots of tutorials. They're posted almost daily on the Hedgehog Hollow blog. The design team do them. And so we show you lots and lots of ways Yeah, so if you get the Crafter Party box, it has British candy in it that I bought back for you from England. You might get an Aero, you might get Smarties, you might get a British Kit Kat, you might get a Coffee Crisp. I'm trying to think what else was in there. There was some other stuff in there. Maybe that wasn't it. Smarties, Aero, Coffee Crisp. Tilly bagged every single one. So just to let you know, Tilly bagged them all for you. And she didn't eat one, bless her. She made sure all the boxes were packed before I let her have one. And she was really good about it. So I'm doing the same thing here, making sure this is the right card. Just eyeballing it a little bit. But look how nice that looks inside, just to have that little bit of something extra inside of your card. So that's one. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. So this is just a piece of the printed paper layered onto a clips, and then I just use some foam to pop up one of those sentiments in the middle, and it's the most beautiful card. I'll show it to you in all its glory in a second. I'm just using a little bit of tear tape on the top of this versatile insert. And of course you could just use these, cut this out, and it could just be a big verse that you could layer up, or, you know, however you want to do it in your card. But I really love these inserts. I'd love to know what you think. Do you want us to release them at Maker Forte with lots more themes and things on them? You'll have to tell me what you think. So we have the pattern paper with a simple saying on it, and then the versatile and the tulips just really light in that blue inside. We have the layered tulips, and I did the 2 stencils in there, again, really light, and that one in here as well. And then we did the darker one that I'm so proud of you with some stenciling. We used that watercolor background from yesterday. And then this one is just plain. So as I said, you could use removable tape if you wanted to. We could even do ones that are specifically say, please remove me and reuse this card, perhaps. Bethany's just writing those ideas down. She said, great, more work for me, thanks. So that's on there, but they're all pre-cut and they're cut so that they just leave a little bit of border in there, so it really elevates your card. You know, like when you get a nice Hallmark card and they have those lovely inserts in them. Greg bought me one for Valentine's Day. I was like, I wonder if we could do one like that. And so Bethany and I figured it out, but I really, really love these as well. So you can do that as well. So all of that is included in your kit. So you get the big stamp set, you get the sentimental stamp set, the 4x6, you get lots of simple sayings that I've now cut up, I apologize. You get a gorgeous paper set, it's called Beautiful Tulips. You will get a full set of versatile card inserts on 40-pound paper, so they're really a nice, nice thickness. You have the single layer tulip stencil, and you have the double layer tulip stencil. And this is available now, so you can go over to the Hedgehog Hollow store and purchase them. They are a limited edition. We never release what's in the box at any other time. I'm just going to copy and paste the link in for you. So you can only get this this month. Once they are gone, they are gone. Say hello to Mr. Ross, and we'll come back again. I happen to know that if I have it at his level, it's about right when I turn it this way, so it works well. So yes, so it's now available. You can go shop it. It will ship to you on March 1st rather. We are going on our first proper family vacation to Cancun. It's actually for a conference, but it's designed for families to attend, which I'm really excited because I've never been to a work conference that's designed for your families. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed some of the tips and tricks I shared with you this evening. And if you are new, I really hope you'll hit the subscribe button and ring the bell as well. But lots and lots of fun things. Yes, Lift Your Spirits, Catherine said, is tomorrow, so make sure you come join us for that as well. It's a totally free class, and I show you 4 ways to use one stamp set. We host it on Zoom. It's also on YouTube. You get lifetime access to the recording of it, and you can interact, you can ask questions. It's really, really good fun. As I say, it's completely free, and you can use it with any stamp set as well. Lola asked, are the one-off boxes still available? They are not, Lola. We do not have any more one-off boxes. Every month they sell out. What's gone is gone, and that is that's it, done. So you're completely flexible on your subscription. They do auto renew, but you can cancel it anytime. So you can buy one and then immediately cancel it. There's no penalties. We don't lock you in for 3 months or anything like that. You can just get it as and when you want to as well. So all those things in there as well. Don't forget to come join the crafter party. Join the crafterparty.com. And I hope to see you there next weekend. And otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow night for Lift Your Spirits with Tuscan Vibes. 4 awesome cards. I think they're all pretty different from each other. So come join me and I'll see you all very soon. Happy crafting. Thanks for spending some of your Valentine's Day with me. You're all my favorite loves.